Hello Foxglove friends, and welcome to today's reading with me, Rosalind. This is Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance, and today we're inviting Spirit in to speak to us from beyond the veil. So we're inviting your ancestors, and we're going to see if there's one in particular that's coming through for you to give you special messages on this at this very special time. So I've lit a candle for Spirit, which I always do before I start my readings, but it's nice at home if you want to light a candle for Spirit at this time. And also because Diwali is on now, which is a celebration of the light. So at the minute, with Halloween and Samhain and the Day of the Dead, the veil between the living and the dead is meant to be thinner. So the veil between worlds is thinner, which means that it's easier to feel your ancestors around you. It's meant to be easier to connect. And it's particularly a time of remembrance, to remember your ancestors and what they did for you, how they've impacted on you. But if you don't know that, then you can always just take the time to acknowledge that you come from a long line of unique beings and that the DNA of those lines is within you, making you extra special. So if you want to pick a pile, you can go straight to the timestamps, which are in the description. It'll take you to your reading. If you're not sure, take some nice deep breaths, and this is pile 1, so Magic Guardian, and we've got the little Scottish thistle pendant there. This is pile 2, Medicine Guardian, and we've got the gold violin pendant there. And this is pile 3, which is the Mirror Guardian, and we've got the Empress pendant there. So you just take your time. If you do like the reading when you get into it, please do click on like and subscribe. It helps to grow my channel. And if you want to work with me one-to-one, all the details are in the description section. On the Buy Me a Coffee bit, I've got a shop where you can actually buy a one-to-one reading with me. And I've also got some more in-depth life and love coaching packages on my website. Enjoy your reading, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to today's reading. You have picked Magic Guardian, Unlock the Magic Within. And this goes with the Scottish Thistle pendant. Now, the Scottish Thistle pendant is my nana's necklace. This is my nana's pendant because she was Scottish, and that's a lot of where I get my gifts and abilities from. So we're going to put that to one side just for a minute. We've got another card that I've secretly hidden under here, but first of all, let's just talk about this Magic Guardian card, which is all about recognizing that you've got everything you need within you. So if you're finding that you're looking to the outer world, or you're looking for external conditions to make you happy, maybe you're going, this is impacting on me, or something else is impacting on me, and it's making me unhappy, or it's making me want something different. It's important to go within. Whatever's going on the outside, if you are content and happy on the inside, if you have healed your hurts, if you recognise the depth of who you are and everything that you've got within you that flows from all of your ancestors into you to create the strength and groundedness and the story of who you are, you'll know that you manifest the reality that's on the outside. So it's really important to look within at what is being triggered within you, or the messages that you're getting. Just pay attention to recognize that you have incredible power within you to manifest what it is that you're seeking in the external world. Now, I do work with creating your own reality from the inside out, so you can work with me on that if you want to. Just pop that in there. You are the answer, pile 1. You have it all within you. You are the magic. It's all about you and who you are. So that is a very strong message from the initial card. Let's have a look. Okay, so we've got, interestingly, we've got Divine Mother manifests. Now, you may find that because this is my Nana's chain and we've got Divine Mother here, that this is somebody who's coming in from the female line. So it might be a mother-in-law, a grandmother, a mother, somebody who is a motherly figure to you. So not necessarily even by blood, you know, or it could be somebody who's by blood, but actually they weren't actually your biological mother. There was somebody who was a mother figure to you. This is about the fact that you are manifesting something new in the world and not to be afraid of it. So don't be afraid of the gifts that are coming your way, pile 1. You deserve them in all ways, and it's important to relinquish control, because sometimes we try to really control what is coming towards us, when actually the best things about life are those that are unexpected. We can't logically control everything, because where would the miracles and blessings be if we did? So just go with the flow, be fully open to what is coming towards you, pile 1. There's a gift of manifestation, something that you've been working towards, growing into, loving and dreaming for, maybe for a really long time. It's finally coming to fruition. You might have actually seen or recognised what it is that's coming into play and got a little bit scared, because sometimes we can wish and dream for a different situation or somebody else to come in or something to, you know, come to fruition that we really, really want. And then when it starts to come into play, we go, oh no, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to be. I'm really scared, because you're stepping out of your comfort zone. And it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of courage to receive your dreams and wishes, pile 1. So that's part of the message that's coming in. Now, let me just move these over. Oh yeah, let's just talk about the Scottish thistle element. So, as part of this one, because this was my Nana's, the part of the message here is to remember who you are. Remember where you've come from. Remember your ancestral lines, and remember and be proud of where you have been, where you've come from, who you are, all that you've achieved, and just how far you've come. Because there's a lot of pride and magic within Scotland. You know, the Scottish people are very proud of who they are, and there's a lot of the fairy realm actually in Scotland, I always find. So just make sure that you're recognising the depths of who you are, and allow that to give you courage and strength for going forward. So what I want to have a little look at is, let's just have a little look at exactly who is coming through for you. We'll get a little bit about their character, just to quantify and qualify who it is who's coming through from spirit. Now obviously it can't be super detailed, because this is for many people. So what I want to say is, it's somebody who's very a strong feminine energy. So somebody who's maybe faced difficulties in their past time, in the sense that they've, you know, like maybe they were a suffragette, maybe they're somebody who has done something like my Scottish Nana. She used to work and she did stuff to do with accountancy. Now in those days it was really unusual for women to go out to work, so it was very brave and courageous of her. Also my Nana on my other heritage side did a lot of work with royalty, elements of royalty and things. So it might be somebody who's stepped up and stepped forward into an area in which, you know, wouldn't not be the norm. Let's just put it that way, and let's just get some other information about what this person was like. So they may be encouraging you to stand strong and proud of who you are in this lifetime, because they have kind of paved the way for you in a way. Yeah, this is really, so we've got the Chariot, which is all about having choices. They've enabled you to have choices somehow, and they've enabled a new way of being for you in society. So this can be in little ways or big ways, but it just shows that this person did a lot to stand tall and proud for feminine attributes somehow in society or in life. So let's have a look at what the information is that so let's have a look what has been going on for pile 1, please, Spirit. What has been going on for pile 1, just so we can know what else we're talking about. Oh golly. Okay, so something to do with the stability of the home. So it may be a new home, it may be doing something where you feel like you're making your home a better place. Maybe you've changed where your home is, or you're looking to change where your home is. Perhaps you've just changed who is in your home. Let's have a look. What else, Spirit? What else has been going on? Okay, and things have happened quite quickly somehow around that, where you've had a very quick shift of where you spend the majority of your time, or where your home is, or other people might have found it quite quick. Let's see what's going on. Okay, and there's been a period of stagnation or being uncertain about how to step forward and feeling like life wasn't that, you know, maybe you were getting a bit bored and thinking that, oh, is this all there is to life? Well, this message is very much about the fact that something new is coming in. Something you've been wishing for is now coming to fruition. I want to see what else we're going to get for you. Power 1. What other messages are coming through for Power 1, please, Spirit? Wand making, with a flick of focus you will come to see a vision realised. It keeps saying the same thing, that something that you've been dreaming of is coming to fruition, which is really, really, really good, Pile 1, but could be really, really scary because, you know, it is scary when things start to happen and come to fruition, because we've wanted them for so long sometimes that then we kind of go, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do now. Now I've actually got them. It seems quite scary. So, let me just have a look. What else is coming through, please? For pile 1. Cinnamon rolls, warm my heart, all deserving comfort, red is my heart. Yep, abundance, not being out in the cold, coming into something where you've got so much lovely, happy, warm, comforting. You know, maybe life has been hard in certain ways and harsh on you. Now it's going to start getting softer. It's going to be sweeter. It's going to be more, less of a struggle. You know, rather than being out in the cold and the snow like those little sheep out there, you're going to be in the warm, in the nice environment. You're going to feel supported and comforted. Let's see what messages we've got directly for you. So can we have this person from Spirit that's coming through? Please can you tell them what they exactly want to say? Please, Spirit. Yeah, we've got light, which is interesting. Like I said, this was a time of Diwali as well, but this is about you can be the light for other people. You can shine the light. So we have got love non-attached. So allow yourself to detach from what you think should be happening or what you were part of, and allow yourself to go with the flow of what's coming in, which is very much about the visions being realized, the manifestation of new things to come. You need to kind of let go a little bit of what has been in the past, knowing that you are strong enough to receive all the blessings that the universe and that your ancestors and spirit want to give to you, because you've got such a strong background. You have got people who have, you know, ancestors from your background who have been very forthcoming, and kind of people who have set a scene, allowed you, you know, they've done things to pave the way for you to be able to live in the way you do now, and for you to be able to have as much as you're going to have now. Interesting, it's very much about the kind of sexual energy, feminine energy as well, and allowing your heart so that you can be everything that you want to be. Glow, look, they're asking you to shine light and glow. Very much about shining your light and really enjoying the period of time that's coming up for you, and allowing yourself to be seen and heard and appreciated and loved just as you are, Pal One. Shine, shine, shine. I couldn't write it anymore if I tried. Right, that's absolutely perfect. Let's get one more of those and then we will get a final card just to give you a bit more guidance about things that are coming. So we have got as the final card on this bit, do it now. So it's time to take action now. Enjoy your life now. Live now. Shine now. Don't wait for the future. Don't put things off. Embrace life and enjoy it. I'm going to get one more of these other cards, which are quite in depth, just to get some additional. I'm wondering, Pile One, if you've sometimes not always had as strong a voice as you should have done, because during this reading it's been quite difficult for me to speak almost. Whether that's somebody in spirit who had felt like they couldn't speak as much as they wanted to, or whether you have that issue, or whether that's something that's gone down along the line where you've not been given the ability or opportunity to say everything that you really want to say. that's been really interesting within this reading. So I'm sorry if it's a little bit more reserved than it normally is, but it's been a struggle to get everything out. So we've got Resplendent with Grace, which has come out. And it's saying, is it difficult to see your magnificence? Without a mirror the size of a galaxy, how could you possibly witness all that you are? You must just catch glimpses of your truth now and then. Oh, if you could see yourself as I see you in all your glorious fullness of being. What a beautiful message that is. Again, it's talking about you may be wondering if you can actually attain this next stage of growth in your life. You are already well equipped to do so, no matter what you might believe about the situation, circumstances, or others involved, even yourself. So what I'm going to say is this issue that I've had around my throat a little bit during this reading is about your power, your empowerment, your inner power. So a lot of that comes from our throat chakra, and mine has felt really strained during this reading, and I think that's because you aren't necessarily feeling empowered or allowing yourself to claim all that is yours in life. You may be holding back for reasons of if your self-esteem or self-confidence is a bit low, or maybe you're wondering if you've been through lots of negative times, if it's just going to turn into another one of those. This is saying that is not the case, Pile 1. This is good. You deserve what is coming through for you now. It's important that you open your heart to allow yourself to receive it. You have enough within you to cope with things that are coming so that you can fully enjoy life. And that is very important here, to let go of fear, to let go of worries, and to just kind of, I want to say, wildly enjoy your life. Shake off any how society thinks you ought to be, and just allow yourself to be a little bit wilder at heart, really, and to choose the directions that you want to go in, because people have paved the way. Your ancestors have paved the way for you to have this now. So accept the gift of what they are helping to bring through from the spirit world, with grace, with gratitude, and with love. Thanks for watching, Pile 1. Have a wonderful rest of your day. If you did like this, please do click on like and subscribe to help grow my channel. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to today's reading. So you have chosen Medicine Garden, Be Open to Healing Information, and the Little Gold Violin, which is my gold violin necklace because I play the violin, but I only started about 2 years ago and it was terrifying. And I think this might be a little bit about something that's going on with you. So maybe there's something that you feel uncertain or unsure of, and it's kind of scary because you don't know what to do with it. Or it's maybe asking you to be a bit more creative, and if you're because music and sound is so healing, and you've obviously got Medicine Guardian here, which looks very much like Archangel Raphael, because the green represents Archangel Raphael, and they've got this item here which somebody did tell me the name of the other day and I've forgotten it, but it represents healing. So you may have had medical issues going on, or you may have just gone through a period where you've needed emotional healing or physical healing or mental healing in some way, or perhaps you're finding out things from the past that are helping to heal what's happening now. So it says be open to healing information. So sometimes what we need comes in different forms to how we expect as well. So it might be the kindness of a friend, it might be other people talking about similar situations and they come up with an answer that you didn't expect that resonates, but also obviously through traditional forms of communication as well. Now this is a secret card under here. So we have got Layla. Layla? Yes, Layla. Wow, look at that. What an amazing card. Now this card is all about the unknown and says that you are coming into a period of unknowingness. So it's kind of a limbo land, but it's actually quite freeing. It can be quite terrifying, which is maybe why the violin came in, because I got the violin unexpectedly and had no idea what to do with it and found that a bit scary because I felt out of control when I'm with it for various reasons. But this is about unknowing and not knowing and going through a period of a time in the great void or womb of the Divine Mother is the way it's described in the Rumi book that goes with this. It is a place the seed can crack open and take root. This cannot happen in the light where all is seen and recognised, but it must happen under the cover of darkness, where only trust can assure one of success. Okay, so you might be moving into, or you might have been in a dark night of the soul, where, a lot of deeper, darker stuff's come up for you to be healed. It's showing that there is healing coming through at this point, and your ancestors are bringing through healing for you to support you through this process if you've been through a difficult time. It says if you find yourself to be sad, to be grieving, whether you know for what or not, or even depressed or struggling, feeling as though you are being pulled down, do not fight. Bear witness instead. Allow what is taking place to take place. Allow what is happening to happen. You shall find a joy in allowing the interplay of darkness and the light to take place according to a greater unfolding rhythm of your own divine growth process. So if you feel upset, recognise that you're upset. If you feel frustrated or angry, see that, recognise it, say to the anger within you or the sadness within you or the grief or whatever it is, say to it, I see you, I hear you, I honour you, because it's there to support you and to help you. All the emotions that you experience are created by you and within you in response to things that, that your psyche and your soul is reacting to give you information. So do honour those things because they're important. Now, let me see if I can get any information about who is coming through from Spirit at this moment in time to communicate with you. Please can you advise who? Can we have some form of characteristic? Now just recall that this is for many people, so it's going to be a little bit light for who it is, but it was quite a strong message in pile 1. Spirit, who is coming through for pile 2, please? Oh, interesting. Look at that. A shapeshifter. So it might be somebody who was into shamanism, or it might be somebody who was very flexible in how they approached life. But it says skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. How fantastic is that? So that's really somebody who's very positive and understands a lot about going with the flow of life so that you can experience, you know, somebody who's really positive about life. So let's get a bit more. There they are. I lost my cards for a minute because I've got that many packs around me. Spirit, can we have a bit more information about who this person is and what their characteristics were, please? Oh, what they did to... Yeah, look, somebody who's very creative, able to turn lemons into lemonade, able to turn dust into gold. You know, maybe it was somebody who was able to turn their hand to anything and create money or to create good things out of it. It could have been someone who even struggled financially but was always able to provide for the family, things like that. But just somebody who was very positive, very clever at creating really good things out of difficult situations. That's what I want to say. Spirit, can we have one more card, please, to show who is coming through for pile 2? I want to say a very intelligent person, maybe a bit witty, but just someone who was very... There was a cleverness about what they could do. Maybe they even did work in chemistry and things like that. Like I say, just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Yeah, so we've got the King of Cups. Somebody who was emotionally... intelligent, able to have a nice time, just very positive. We've got, you know, the ability to see the potential in everything. That's reiterated 3 times here, because they see if something happened, they might make a good story out of it rather than dwelling on how awful it was. They might use it to, you know, show that what a good story it was. They were just really able to see the good in all situations and to make the most of life in a positive way. They may have liked dogs. I'll just put that there as well. So what's been going on for pile 2? Let's have a look at that. Oh, interesting. Those have flown out. So this could be to do with a new relationship that you are in, if that's relevant, or to do with relationships. Now, it's either to do with a new relationship that you're in, so it's bringing up issues from the past where you're having to heal them, or it's to do with relationships where somebody's not taking the responsibility that you're wanting them to, and that could be bringing up issues as well. But a lot it is to do with not taking responsibility sometimes for things, or if it is a new relationship, there's a potential that you've been having a really good time, ignoring responsibilities and ignoring what's coming up, and now maybe, you know, like when something new comes along and you enjoy the newness of it and it's so exciting and you're like, oh, this is wonderful, and then all of a sudden you go, oh my goodness, this is real, and then all your fears flood in as you start to settle into the reality, even if it's just as good as it always was. But you might start to notice little things like their breathing gets on your nerves, or you know, the way they eat gets on your nerves, or you know, the real reality starts to kick in, or you start to worry that they're the same as people that you've dated previously. Are there signs that, you know, they're gonna hurt you like other people in the past have, that sort of thing. So just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because for some people who might be going through actual medical elements of issues, it might actually be the fact that to do with connections in which people aren't being as responsible as you'd like them to be, or supporting you as much as you'd like them to support you. So let's just have a look at what else has been going on for Pal 2, please, Spirit. Yeah, there's been issues with feeling fear, anxiety or worry, or feeling down, not quite sure which direction to take. Again, the unknown. We've got a lot here about the unknown and not quite knowing what to do. But it's important to be in this unknown bit, because it will help you, and to acknowledge it and to allow yourself the time to go through the difficult emotions that you're going through, so that you can learn from them, because then you can pop out the other side in a much happier and clearer way, so that you can enjoy life going forward. Spirit, what else does Pal 2's person want to say to them, please? It's interesting, just to add on to this. Your person in spirit may be someone who is musical in some way, because the King of Cups, this often refers to the bard in Druidry, who is a storyteller, or may, they've got the harp, or that's probably not a harp, but it looks like a miniature harp. No idea what that is. Feel free to stick in the comments if you know what that is, Pal 2. But somebody who plays musical instruments or sings, who makes the most out of life in a creative way. So, just felt the need to pop that in there. Sometimes when I'm shuffling the cards, that's when my information comes in from spirit. It gives me that moment of liminal space, which might be what's happening here for you. Find that moment of liminal space, of not be no one, be nothing, just exist for a moment, and then a lot of information comes in that will help you progress. Spirit, what else is coming for Pal 2, please, that their person? Green Witch, no one decision is insignificant. The act of intentionality calls to you. So in this unknown moment, just recognise that things that you do will impact on your life. So if you don't know what to do, sleep on it, and if you still don't know what to do, sleep on it again until you do know what to do, and only then make a decision about what you are going to do in life, Pal 2. Let spirit whisper in your ear about what you should do, and make sure that you have true and genuine intentions, so that you can get the right outcome as you want to receive it. The intentions we have make all the difference. So if you're reacting out of ego, it's gonna probably blow up and not have a great response. Where if you calm yourself and have the intention of doing the best for all involved, and to look at things and what's going on with compassion, it will help things run much smoother. Please, oops, sorry, that's Luna Boo having a grumble. Yeah, maybe don't, hold on. Maybe don't react like Luna Boo is doing. Interestingly, this sun salutation card is also about wellness and self-care, and it's saying it's really important that you take care of yourself at this time, that you put yourself first. And if it's to do with manifesting love into your life, so I think we might have two sorts of readings going on here, so just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. If it's about a romantic relationship, just know that sometimes putting yourself first and honouring your own well-being and the needs of yourself helps to really positively it helps to encourage a positive romantic relationship, because you won't be resentful, you won't be worrying, you won't be struggling with things if you take care of yourself, so that you're in a good place and you're bringing good energy to the relationship. Your physical body is so important for whichever reading this is. Your physical body is really important. By ensuring that you're taking care of your physical body and putting that first, it will then enable things like joy and love and more material possessions and all of these different things that just wouldn't matter if you didn't have your physical body. So it allows you to enjoy life. So if you feel tired, or if you know you shouldn't be overdoing it, or if you're putting the wrong things into your body, resolve that and take care of your physical and emotional wellness. That's what this is saying, which is really, really interesting. So just do whatever makes you feel have more vitality, energy and strength, because it'll be different for each different person watching. Now then, I'm just going to get some more advice cards specifically from Spirit. Let me just see about these ones. Yeah, there's something Spirit's saying where you need to make the right choices for you, and that's part of this process. Part of having your wellness. Maybe you've ended up putting yourself last, or second, or third, but certainly not first too often. And sometimes the universe needs you to go, okay, I'm choosing to do this. I'm choosing to make my health a priority, whether that's mental, emotional or physical health. I'm choosing to do this for myself, because I then honour what I need, and it ripples out into the universe. Spirit and your ancestors hear it, universe hears it, and it starts to shift and change what happens for you. And it can shift and change the metaphysical elements of health, physical health. So remember, if there are actual physical health issues, quite often those are caused by things that you might be upset about, or negative feelings, or all sorts of things like that, which you can clear, and it can positively impact on your own physical health. So yeah, interesting. We've got toss out all items that do not bring you joy. So clear your living space, or whatever space you're residing in regularly, even if it's your car. Get rid of stuff that is not bringing you joy, because it's just taking up space that it shouldn't be taking space up in. It's going to dull your energy. This is what Spirit's saying to you now. Let go of what isn't right for you. Oh, they want you to glow as well. To have a nice time. Be willing to show yourself off and to kind of be happy. Allow yourself to be happy. That's what I do want to say that to you, pal, too. Allow yourself to be happy by having nice things, doing nice things, watching nice things, creating nice things, being creative. Give yourself permission to do that. Oh, share your voice loudly. How interesting. That is interesting, because with Power 1 I had an issue where I couldn't really speak very well. But maybe you're a bit further on than that, because I'm speaking better in this than I did on Power 1, certainly. Share your voice loudly. That might be to do with singing even, but if not, there might be something here where the acts of intentionality calls to you. So it might be important for you to have your say when you think that you should. You know, don't put things off, is what I want to say. If you need to make a stand on something to do with what's going to suit your or serve your well-being in some way, speak, share your voice loudly. Don't be afraid. Don't sit and feeling like you can't do things. But I do feel like because your ancestors coming through, also try to consistently look for the good in things. Try to make the best of everything as much as you can and be flexible, because they're coming in and bringing this element to you. Be present with things that arise. Yeah, don't worry about the future too much. Make sure that you keep being present so that you can deal with things in the here and now. Pile 2. Right, I'm going to get one more card for you because I did this for pile 1 and it's got to be all the same, although I think I've got you a few more cards than I've got for pile 1. Spirit, can I have one more card for pile 2, please? Oh, look at that. Let love transform. What a beautiful card. Oops. I love this card because it actually starts off with love is my medicine, which couldn't tie in any better. Intelligent medicine. It takes death and makes it a passageway into greater life. What genius is this? A genius that will render anything and everything as a pathway to life. That's part of what it says. How wonderful is that? So it's saying that this card has come to you as a spiritual gift, as a living spiritual gift. You have triumphed. You have blossomed, succeeded, and cast aside that which was unworthy and taken up love's way. How much delight there is from all those that walk this way of love, of life, to find another precious companion in their midst. So it says, detach yourself from expectations of timing. It says things will happen when they're meant to happen at the right time and not a moment later. It's very much about absolute trust, and obviously we had a lot about the unknown here. It's very much about absolute trust is the best way to adhere to the law of love. You are welcomed into this world where love finds its way. There is nothing impossible for love. So that's absolutely lovely. It's just saying to live in your heart space, open your heart to love, and kind of create the best out of this situation, because just like your ancestor did, because it's saying that this is a gift for you. It's a living spiritual gift. Absolutely lovely. So, pile 2, I hope that's made you feel a bit better. It's like the spring of love is coming into life in one way or another, whether it's in the form of a romantic relationship or whether it's just that there's more love coming into your life in a positive way. So, and that might be because you're showing more love to yourself if you're, honouring what it says here and doing what is right for you. So, thank you so much for watching pile 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do like and subscribe if this resonated, and I hope to see you again in another reading. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 3. 3, welcome to today's reading. You have chosen the Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect. And this does look ever so mystical. See, this lady is looking into a mirror where the universe is reflected back at her. And everything that she has created, the reality that she is creating from the inside out, is being reflected back at her because she has the power to manifest all sorts of things. And the little pendant that goes with this that you've chosen, hopefully you can see that a bit, is the Empress. So it's actually a tarot card, and a friend bought this for me and it's absolutely lovely. But the Empress element is all about giving birth to new things into life, allowing yourself to create new ways of being, or to give birth to a child, but certainly giving birth to new projects, new ways of being, a new career, maybe a new way of going through life. This card very much though says, allow yourself to see yourself as the angels would, without judgment, without being harsh on yourself. Accept yourself fully as you are, and recognize the spiritual strength and beauty of all that you are, Pal 3. You've surmounted so many challenges and expanded in so many ways. Your angels are now guiding you to take inventory of your life. So just to recognize that it's okay to offer yourself approval where it's due, and to give yourself credit for how far you've come. You know, this take time to reflect. I did this last night with a friend who was leading a group, and I considered now and then back as far as 20 years ago, and just how different I am now, the lessons I've learned, the way I've progressed in life, and just, you know, just give yourself some credit. Sometimes we go flying through life going, I need to do this and I need to do that and I've got to keep achieving and I've got to keep doing this. You know, if that is you, take a moment to recognise what you have achieved. Give yourself a little pat on the back. In all ways. So let's see what else we've got. Where did I put it? Look at that. I've got rid of that already. Let's not get rid of that yet. I'll stick it there. You can't really see it, but so you've got the lion and the deer. So maybe you're changing your life in a way that's reflective of how you survive in life. It might be to do with how you make your money, of, you know, what your career is, or just how you carry yourself through life. And this is important again, to be kind to yourself and to recognise that you're rediscovering elements of yourself that have been lost or submerged underneath the need to be practical. So while you've been doing all the shoulds, need tos, ought tos, there's been parts of you that you've squashed right down, and this is now showing that those parts of you that were squashed down are coming back to the surface, coming back to life. If you keep squashing, you know, like if you've gone through life, keep squashing, you suppress a part of your soul. And sometimes it can take a while to get used to releasing that back into the world again. As I've changed from being in the corporate field of work for over 20 years as my main job, and now I'm in this new world in which I'm allowed to be happy, flexible, work to my own time, to work with spirit, to embrace the divine feminine elements of myself, all of those sorts of things without aggression or, criticism, or having to live in a logical space, having to go at a speed that's unreasonable, all these sorts of things. And I'm sure the corporate life is wonderful. I mean, I love it in a lot of ways. There's a lot that was really interesting and fun about it. But I tried to be a robot to serve the role rather than serving my soul for such a long time that it really did take a while to start bringing me back to the core essence of who I am, because I'd conditioned myself so much to suppress it. And that's what I want to say is being released here. There's an element of part of your soul that you'd been suppressing because maybe you were, a parent, or maybe it was work-wise. Just take what resonates. Maybe it was in relationships and things where you've tried to be what you ought to be rather than, being everything that you truly are, just because there was a necessity for it. If you are willing to unbecome what you have believed yourself to be, that is how you shall prosper the most. It was never a real true version of you, because you were squashing so much of yourself that should have been able to shine. So just know that your identity is shifting and changing a bit at the minute, Pile 3, and try not to limit yourself in any way. It might bring up confusion and kind of uncertainty about who you are, but just keep going with it. Keep brushing yourself off, trusting in spirit, trusting that your ancestors are there to support you while you're shedding an old version of yourself and starting to come into a new version of yourself. So I'm going to put this back over here. It may well come up again as part of the reading, because the story around it might come up, but we'll see. And I'm going to have a little look now at exactly who is coming forward for you from spirit. Now it is a little bit light and general because there's many people watching, so I can't be super specific, but this will help you to know who's coming forward at this time. Now the veil is thinner for you, and you can book in with me for one-to-one readings, which can include mediumship and contacting spirit, and you can do that via my Buy Me a Coffee link. In the description there's a shop on the Buy Me a Coffee link, and there's also information on my website in the description. So spirit, who is coming through please for pile 3? We've got 2. So we've got the Hermit and the Warrior. Seek solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. And then the Warrior, strength, skill, discipline and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. Wow, this sounds like a very dynamic person who's coming through. So somebody who wasn't necessarily afraid to be on their own all the time, and maybe they had a role in which they stood up for people who couldn't stand up for themselves in an actual job or just in life. Somebody who was brave and quite strong, maybe more in their masculine energy, I want to say, possibly. Let me get some more information about who this person is. Spirit, can I have a bit more information please about who this person is from spirit for pile 3? Somebody who was hardworking, who focused on developing their skills. Maybe there's even military elements here. Just take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Spirit, can I have a bit more information about who this person was and what they were doing? Maybe a bit of a workaholic sometimes, which is maybe why they needed to step away and have time on their own to decompress. Yeah, somebody who was able... I want to say with this one that maybe some of them were an engineer or someone who worked in like a foundry, turning metal, molten metal into things like that, or was working with chemistry, just managing to create something out of taking one thing and turning it into something else. Spirit, have we got any more? So there's a lot about the work elements. Yeah, quite strong-minded, able to choose the directions, but they've created this. This is something that they've brought through for you down the ancestral line. There's a strength. I feel like maybe you've been suppressing the strength that they've given you through the DNA. And actually they want to help you to feel more empowered to live in a way that reflects your soul, not just your job. That seems to be the thing that's coming up here a lot from the story I've told you about me, from the story that is coming up here from this person. They were very work focused, and they want to make sure that that's not the only way you live your life, that you live it in a way that reflects and respects the divine feminine elements of as well, of nurturing, of creativity, of birthing new things into the world, whether that's in your job or in your personal life. Let me just see, what else do they want you to know? Pile 3, Spirit, what else do you want Pile 3 to know, please? You don't need to allow work only to validate who you are in life, is what I want to say, Pile 3. You are more than just your job. I think that's what they want to say to you. Even though it's very honourable to work hard, it doesn't always serve you at a soul level, and life is for living fully with balance. Oh, 2 have fallen that. So we've got country cottage. It is time for the seeker to look within. What haunts you can only be faced by you. And this is part of the mirror guardian and the lion and the deer. This can sometimes be about survival and fears around survival, but also the mirror guardian, time to reflect, to look within you, to see what is going on within you, so that you can get it up and out and clear it, basically. And then we've got daisies. There is a whisper of a glimpse of opportunities to fill your life with joy. So things are coming into play. So there's a lot about clearing out deeper issues, maybe even to do with the home. Certainly, because this is country cottage and this can be about survival and it's to do with working. So there might be certain elements where you're going, what job have I got to do to enable me to live my best life financially? You need to consider and take away any limitations that make you think that you've got to live your life a certain way, because you won't be able to afford life if you don't comply with certain stereotypical society requirements. It's all about your beliefs and if they're limiting or not. It's all to do with your self-value. It's all to do with what you're wanting to bring out into this world. If you do want to work with me about how to find your soul purpose, or how to create a career from something that you love that might be more unconventional, please feel free to contact me, because there is a whisper of a glimpse of opportunities to fill your life with joy. There's something coming in where you're being shown that there's a possibility, a potential for you to live differently, for you to make your money differently in a way that is going to bring you more satisfaction at a soul level, rather than doing something that makes sense out of logic. Let me just see what else is coming through for you, Pal 3. Spirit, what else do you want to say? What else do you want to say to Pal 3, please, Spirit? What do they need to know? Connect with the Earth's healing energy. Maybe that's to do with what you should be doing, but allow the Earth to nourish you. Perhaps there's something there to do with your spiritual purpose, Pal 3, to do with the Earth or to do with healing, or, whether it's to do with understanding the plants and animals, or fire or water, or, different elements to do with the Earth. And put that, I've got loads of space actually. Move those. Spirit, what else does Pal 3 need to know, please? Yes, you're correct. I've missed one. Shine, shine, shine. I think we've... did we have that? We didn't just have that. We've had that for the other pals as well, interestingly. I think everybody, all the ancestors, really want you lovely people, Foxglove friends, to enjoy your life and to really be proud of who you are. So that you can enjoy the life that you're living to the fullest. They kind of say we only have one life, which I don't actually believe. But you are meant to live this life that we're in right now to the fullest. So they also want to tell you that you make my heart full. So they're so proud of you. They have such love for you. The person who's coming through has such a lot of love for you and could never wish for anything more from you other than for you to live your life in a way that brings you absolute joy, and they will support you and try to ensure that you have everything that you need for your highest possible good. Sometimes anger is a path to self-love. So that might be the fact that maybe they got angry in ways that you weren't sure about sometimes when they're on this, on the earth plane. But also for you to honour your anger. Now again, this is something that I used to dodge because I didn't like the way anger was used. I didn't like being on the receiving end of anger, but you don't have to throw it at anybody. If you just honour it by recognising anger, it's trying to show you that you need to take action and do something differently if you're feeling anger. So just honour anger by saying, I see you, I hear you, and I honour you by acknowledging you. You can say that to your own anger and then look at why you're feeling anger, because something is impacting on your values in life. Which is interesting because there was an element of anger around this, around my pendant here, in that somebody treated me in a way that was really unexpected and not very kind, and dishonoured me in a lot of ways. So interestingly, we've got compassion is always replenishing. Okay, so that again is probably about just if people do treat you in a way that isn't correct, just be compassionate towards yourself is what I want to say above all else. You know, when you're reflecting on stuff that's been going on in life, be compassionate to yourself about what you've been through, how you've dealt with things. Observe the way other people behave so that you don't take it personally, but do recognise if something triggers strong emotions in you, that it's telling you to take action. Right, I'm going to get one last card for you, pal 3. Oh, look at that. The impossible made possible. Just like Alice in Wonderland. Nothing is impossible. We don't like the word impossible because it's not true. And I love the fact that we've ended on this as she's looking into the mirror of the universe, as the universe is reflecting back at her, because she is a microcosm of the universe. We've got like such a galactical universe looking card here. This is all about inner beliefs, limits, limiting beliefs, again, which you can work with me on. I think I've probably said this already. You can work with me to remove limiting beliefs so that you can have everything you want in the whole wide world. You are the master of your reality. What is on the inside is a reflection of what is on the outside in your life. So if there's stuff going on the outside, you can alter what is happening in your life by doing the healing, by doing subconscious and unconscious shifts and changes on the inside to reprogram patterns and expectations. So I'm just having a look actually if it's got anything specifically that I want to say about this. We only limit what we believe to be possible by our lack of imagination. The divine has recourse to all that is and all that is yet to be. Is there a limit to the resources of heavens? No. So, why is it not possible for every dream to come to fruition, basically? Why is it not possible for you to manifest everything that you want in your lifetime? A lot of it is when you get fear about your survival, which is here, how to provide for yourself. So, drop doubt, shed the incredulity and open up the mind. Allow your imagination to be inspired as though you were a child in a great garden, hearing the breath of the earth in the wind-whipped leaves and the voices of ancestors in birdsong. The universe wants something to happen for you, something beautiful, something utterly improbable, and something perfect for your path, your own unique divine destiny. Your mind will wonder if it is even possible. People around you may wonder the same thing, but your heart will burn for it to become real, to become more than a fantastic, improbable dream. You'll want it with all your soul. When your heart is much more powerful than your mind, you won't unintentionally block the incredible grace of manifestation seeking to pour into your thirsty soul like the sweetest, purest waters of blessing. That is from the Rumi Oracle book. I like to, it's got really big readings this, but oh, it's so poetic and beautiful, so I do like to share a bit with that. Well now, pal 3, looks like you are on quite the journey. Pretty much the same journey as me, it sounds like, as that I have been on. So look, if I can do it, you can all do it. It is possible, and I wish you all the luck and love in the world, pile 3. If this resonated, please do click on the like and subscribe button. It helps to grow my channel, which helps me to help more people like you. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.